Hello everyone. This video is about the behind the scenes article for December, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there, but unfortunately I don't have a whole lot of footage to go with it, so it's pretty much just going to be a listening type thing. So I'm just going to go through it in the order that it was listed in behind the scenes because that's likely the order that it's actually coming out. So first off, they mentioned winter weekends, and we've actually already had the first of these, which was the double drops from bosses and a couple other things. They're also going to have double experience weekends for certain skills, double dungeoneering tokens, double minigame rewards, and a special snowman themed community event. So those sound fine. I'm definitely looking forward to the double dunge one because I still need that strange token dungeoneering journal, so it'll be nice to get some dungeoneering done then. So I don't know, most of those are pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to discuss with them. Okay, so next, this is one of the major updates for this month, the Zard Grandmaster quest called The Brink of Extinction, and it's a Grandmaster quest, so they're usually quite good. It's going to be mostly combat oriented, they said, although there will be a few puzzles, and the rewards are going to be great. So first off, they say in the behind the scenes, the experience rewards are some of the biggest they've ever rewarded, which is pretty significant since Grandmaster quests usually have, what is it, like 400k. I don't know, Blood Runs Deep had 400k combat experience, I think. Malgothic Sleeps was quite a lot. But anyway, it should be quite a lot of experience. And then they're also going to add the smithable obsidian armor. So it's not quite clear how that's going to work. I made a video on it, which you can click on at the end of this video or just take a look at it in the description. And they showed the stats of the obsidian armor in this little behind the scenes video they did, and it doesn't really make sense because it's supposed to be different sets for different combat styles, so one for mage, one for range, one for melee, but the stats on the armor don't really make any sense, at least from what they showed in the video, but it will be quite good, and they do say it's particularly useful when fighting volcanic dwelling critters, so it'll probably have a bonus like how the Tokal Zo ring does extra damage on creatures in the volcano, but it still gives stats outside. I mean, that's not confirmed, but I think it's likely. And then there's also a new single combat player training area, and this will be called the Fight Cauldron. And so I don't know, it didn't really show much of it in the behind the scenes video, but it could be pretty cool. As a reward for a Grandmaster quest that requires 80 defense, 80 smithing, 72 mining the Elder Kiln, the rewards are probably going to be quite good. So yeah, they're also going to add some more Solomon stuff. Okay, now this next one is a huge update, and it's going to take a while to talk through all of it, but that's okay. So it's the player-owned ports, and this was first mentioned at RuneFest last year, and it's the way it was described was that it was sort of like Throne of Miscellanea mixed with maybe construction and a few other things, but pretty much you build and manage your own port, and you have to hire ship crewmen and captains, adventurers, etc. to explore the Eastern lands. And in the behind the scenes, this is the first I think we've seen of it, they say that building the port is a matter of creating and upgrading buildings using the resources your pirate traders bring back from their adventures. So that means that it's not going to be the case where you just have to make the stuff using construction supplies, like using mahogany planks and things that are already in game, which I think is good. You don't really want all that construction stuff to get bought out just because of this new update. So it says the better your port, the better the shipmates you attract to the fleet, and they've mentioned that accessing the port requires level 90 in one of the following skills: Herblore, Prayer, Runecraft, Thieving, Slayer, or Fishing, and each skill attracts a different adventure. So the if you want to get all of the stuff unlocked, you need at least level 90 in Herblore, Prayer, Runecraft, Thieving, Slayer, and Fishing, which that's quite high. That's definitely the highest requirements we've had for any bit of content. It also sounds sort of like farming in a way because it says that the voyages occur in real time, so you set your crew out to do stuff, but then you go back to normal RS and you can go and do your normal skilling or PVM or PvP or whatever while the crew goes and gathers supplies. So I think farming wasn't terribly popular when it came out, but people sort of grew into it, and I think this will be quite good as well. Just something to do sort of on the side while you do the rest of your normal game content. As for the rewards, there are Well, they say there are a lot, but they only gave a few examples. So they've said that there's a new highest healing food, which requires over 90 cooking to cook. I don't know how useful that'll be, unless it's significantly better than Rocktails. I can't imagine it'll be used all that much, unless it's really easy to get, in which case it would be pretty inexpensive. They're also adding new level 85 equipment for rangers, mages, and warriors, and you'll need to craft, runecraft, or smith these, so crafting for range, runecraft for mage, and smithing for melee. And since it's level 85 gear, just based on the tier system in the EOC, that means it's going to be better than the next gear equivalents. Mod Edom has confirmed that you can make the armor either tradable or untradeable when you're crafting it, and the tradable armor is slightly worse, so it's better if you make it for yourself. And also, both types are degradable, but when the tradable version becomes fully degraded, you can't use it and you can't repair it or anything either. But when the untradable armor degrades fully, you can repair it either using coins or with port resources. So it's definitely going to be a bit of an advantage to be able to make this stuff yourself. But if you can't, that's okay as well. I'm just hoping that it's not too easy to make, because in general, skilling stuff, it's pretty easy to get the supplies, and you don't really want a level 85 gear that beats next gear to be too easy to get. And then finally, the last reward that they mentioned is a new pocket slot. So this is a new worn item slot, and these items will offer a range of combat and skilling bonuses, and they'll require 90 plus fletching. So it's not clear at all what they do, but skilling combat benefits, sure, that sounds nice. And yeah, that's really it for the player-owned ports. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I'm hoping that'll be quite a good update. And after the Zard Quest and that player-owned ports come out, there isn't really a whole lot left for December, but there's this Stray in a Manger, which is the Christmas event, which has to do with the stray dogs in Varrock. So you'll be able to build a kennel in any RuneScape city that you want to, and then turn the dogs into Christmas reindeer to help with Pet Christmas. So, I don't know, I'm not really a huge fan of the holiday events in general, but yeah, that's okay. So anyway, I'm not going to talk too much about the Christmas event, but we'll see that when it comes out. And then there, along with the pet dog, they're also, I mean, it's not actually a pet, but on the same sort of theme, they're adding a whole new update to pets, so that pets will go into the customization interface. So you don't actually have to like take your pet out of the bank and feed it and carry it around and stuff. You'll just be able to get it right in your customization thing. And so my only recommendation for that would be that you get all of your pets, or any ones that you can, out of your player-owned house, because just knowing Jagex, there are often issues if things aren't simple. So I withdrew all of my pets, or all the ones that I could, from my player-owned house, and I'm just going to leave them in my bank. And then the final update for this month is the God Statue construction. It's a D&D which gives prayer construction and Slayer experience. And so you'll be making statues by solving puzzles around scaffolding and code breaking. So yeah, that could, I don't know, it could be fun. The D&Ds aren't really major updates in my opinion, but it's just sort of a nice little thing. They're usually not bad. And so yeah, December, lots of, well, 2 definitely good things to look forward to, and then we'll see about the rest of it. But I'm very much looking forward to the new Zard Quest coming out, probably this Wednesday, I'd say. And so yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.